man? Morning truck. Okay. All right, good morning. Welcome to the morning briefing for August 15th, 2018. My name is Vernon Eli. I'm the Planning Section Chief, and I'd like to welcome you to the briefing this morning. And first of all, we want to look at the objectives. In case we have some new people out there, we have a few check-in every day, and we need to know why we're here, okay? The first thing, if you haven't found a leader's intent, we'll put that in the IAP again. But we need to know the first thing we're going to want to do is provide for the safety of firefighters, responders, and the general public by identifying and mitigating hazards through accepted practices and operating guidelines, protect life and property by repositioning the resources and utilizing local resources in direct attack through safe firefighting tactics, keep losses of property as minimal as possible, assure that the strategy tactics, and current and predicted weather, fire behavior, and hazards are clearly communicated throughout the incident, establish unified command with local, state, and private and federal cooperators whenever possible, conduct all operations in a safe, cost-effective manner while promoting mutual respect in an atmosphere free of discriminating or harassing remarks and behavior. With that, I'll turn it over to Steve Pano with weather.
All right, good morning. Incident meteorologist Steve Fano, and it's going to be Groundhog Day again today with similar precipitation and temperature trends. This is the radar from 6 a.m. this morning. You can see that we had showers and thunderstorms across the panhandle, with pretty much the rest of the state relatively dry. Quite a bit of lightning activity yesterday. And this is the lightning map that depicts where all the heavy activity was. And again, right up there in the panhandle was the most active place, and then the Trans-Pecos had some lightning as well. So this is the radar estimated rainfall that fell yesterday. And you can see some fairly appreciable amounts across parts of the panhandle. We did have some lesser amounts down in the Trans-Pecos. And these are actually the measured precipitation amounts. And I will point out that we had some pretty big winters up there in the panhandle. We even had over an inch in a few places. So it was spotty, but a few places did get some beneficial rainfall. So the radar this morning actually had one fairly strong cell that was pretty much centered right over the chicken complex out there southeast of Amarillo. And this is precipitation, that 6-hour precipitation that fell around the fire, and see pretty much quarter to a half-inch amounts with some slightly higher amounts all around that complex. So probably help with some of the fire activity, but it'll definitely make for some treacherous and muddy roads down there. So the highlights for today, August 18th, is more storms up in the panhandle. And today, actually, the storms may even get a little bit further to the east into the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and points northward up to the Red River. Trans-Pecos will also see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. The temperatures across the rest of the state, and actually pretty much all of the state, are going to be hot again. 95 to 100 with some 100 to 105 down South Texas, down to the coast. So have that to deal with. We also are looking at heat indices approaching 100 to 105, maybe even slightly higher in a few spots. So that's something to watch out for. It does look like the remainder of the weekend, i.e. through Sunday, going to be very similar, maybe slightly better storm chances on Sunday. But then we have some changes coming that I've been talking about the last couple of days, with showers and thunderstorms coming in with a weak cold front on Monday and Tuesday. So there's your precipitation chances for today. Again, highest chances up in the north, and some lingering chances or some scattered showers and storms around the Trans-Pecos. Temperatures, again, like I said, 90s, mid-90s to 100. The only exception will be up in the panhandle where there's more clouds and storms. Temperatures will actually stay in the 80s for the most part. Humidity is generally above 30%. The only thing we have to watch out for is these dry air down here in and Trans-Pecos in southern parts of the Rio Grande Plains. And so there's the changes I was talking about. I know this map looks familiar, but it really hasn't changed. Models have pretty much grabbed onto this cold front that is expected to come down on Monday, and actually it'll probably get into the Panhandle on Sunday, and it'll slowly ease through the area Sunday night into Monday. And we will see precipitation with it, but it won't be widespread or heavy. And then by Tuesday, that front is all the way through, and the ridge of high pressure starts building in from the west, and that will mean hotter and drier conditions. The air behind this cold front is not exceptionally cold, so we're looking more like low to mid 90s instead of mid 90s to around 100 for most areas. We'll be a little bit breezy behind the front as well. And then mid to late next week, it looks like we get back into similar pattern with high pressure nudging in from the west. That'll keep us overall warmer and drier, but we will have some chances of storms riding on the periphery of that upper ridge and bring us maybe more rain chances mainly to the north. So that's all I have for weather. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll turn it over to Ops.
Good morning, everyone. Rich Gray, Operations. Yesterday, again, was a fairly slow day across the state for new fires. We did staff the chicken complex yesterday, and I intend to staff it again today. The Little Chicken is sitting at about 600 acres. We'll be staffing 2 dozers from Task Force 8, a dozer from Task Force 9, and then Strike Team 41 and Task Force 16 today. So, guys already noted, quite a bit of rain out there, so they're briefed in on the road conditions. Also, y'all have heard today, hot and dry again, so we need to maintain that vigilance for IA. Keep your SA up. In the field, make sure you're looking at the IAP. DMOB list is in there, and then we've had some significant changes as far as right sizing. So, Task Force 15 and Task Force 4 in the South Branch, Fredericksburg, have been combined to Task Force 4. And then at Alvarado, we've combined Task Force 17 and 21, and they'll be noted as 21. As you guys come into DMOB and everything, make sure you're safe on the way in here, and make sure you got all your paperwork and everything squared away before those units get in. I appreciate it. Have a safe day. Turn it over to your boss.
Good morning, Nick Wolfbach here, Ops Training. Again, we have activity with supporting the suppression efforts with air attack and Seesaw battling. We also attempted to throw the Firehawk Firehawk Cisco in the mix too, but due to weather, they weren't able to support those efforts. In Abilene, we have 2 seats, air attack, and Fredericksburg, we have 2 seats in air attack. Giddings, we have 2 seats. McGregor, we have our Type 3 helicopter. Mineral Wells, we have a Type 3 helicopter. Smithville, we have our Type 2 medium helicopter. And in Cisco, we have our Firehawk Type 1 helicopter. That'll do it for aviation safety.
Good morning, I'm Nicky Blackman. I'm still in for John Key. Excuse me for the next few days. Did you hear the weatherman say today, or IMAX say, it's going to be hot, it's going to be dry. The area will have some humidity, so that means our heat's going to be up over 100, the heat index is over 105. So what does that mean? I mean, we need to drink water. They always say, drink water, then do what? Drink more water. So you got to stay hydrated out there. Also make sure that if you got crews out there working, that they're taking cooling breaks that cause to keep the body cool down. Also, we've got other things that's going on. We've got some demob going on, so make sure the crews coming in here for demob, make sure that they drive careful coming in and stay safe. Any questions, section?
Good morning, Beth Plummer, Finance. Just a couple of things for Finance this morning. Please check your demo list in the IAP, and if you know that you're demoing, go ahead and start looking at your paperwork. Go ahead and look at your CTR books and equipment shift ticket books, and get all that paperwork together, especially your original documentation. When you come in to demo through finance, it'll make that process smoother. Everyone continues to do a great job, so keep emailing the CTR, the equipment shift tickets to the ICP Finance TFS email, and that's it for finance. Have a safe day.
Good morning, Kristen Newman. I transitioned with Aaron O'Connor as the Public Information Officer. I just wanted to say hi, I'm here. And also please send any photos to photo@tfs.tmu.edu. Thank you.
Good morning. So we're 200 days into the incident, so it's kind of hard to start thinking of unique things to say. So we've been saying complacency, hydrate, those kind of things. As y'all are starting to travel around the state, we're closing down certain staging areas and we're moving you to new locations. Think about driving, because we take that for granted because we all do it every day. We've had a lot of folks, our safety officers back a couple of rotations ago set the example of what not to do, so make sure that we don't have any new examples to put in the safety messages here to go. So and with that, just have a good safe day, enjoy the weekend. Thanks.
Okay, so turn your cell phones, radios back on. Talk for the day comes from a fellow that's fairly famous from Fredericksburg, Texas, not Bob Conklin. Admiral Chester Nimitz said, when you command, command. That's what you're there for. Have a good day, guys.